One of the most hot topics on optometry is myopia management on children. So what can you tell us about your research that you're doing on this topic?
So there's a worldwide phenomena that the presence of myopia or nearsightedness is going up. And there's an expectation or a prediction that by 2050, half of the people in the world are going to have myopia.
Also in Israel?
In Israel, there's been really good studies that are done in the Israeli army that show that through the years, the prevalence of myopia is getting higher and higher. And so you could think, who cares? Like, is it a big deal? The problem is that there are a lot of very serious visual diseases that go hand in hand with myopia. Glaucoma, retinal detachment, age-related macular degeneration. So the fact that there are more and more children becoming myopic today means that in another 50 years, the prevalence of avoidable blindness is going to go up. So we're trying to figure out why that's going on. What's happening in
terms of risk factors?
In terms of risk factors, what is making the prevalence of myopia go up? And what causes myopia to begin with? And there's a notion that it has to do with light exposure.
Wow.
So it has to do with light exposure and education. So it turns out that if you have people like the Eskimos or people in the Amazon River Basin who have no education, who can't read and write, there's absolutely no myopia. There's zero myopia. The minute they send their children to school,
it starts to grow up.
The prevalence of the kids start becoming myopic. And there's a correlation between how much schooling and the prevalence of myopia. Really surprising, people are saying that the myopia epidemic is because kids are on smartphones.
With a smartphone, that's what I would think.
Are smartphones. So at least in our population, that's not true. Because the ultra-Orthodox, the Haredi children don't have any smartphones and they have a much higher prevalence of myopia.
Could it be genetic?
So the thought is that myopia has a little bit of a genetic basis, but not a large genetic basis. Those aren't our studies. Those are larger studies that were carried out in the world. But it's certainly familial.